Hi there, I'm designer Melissa Davis, and I'm here in Vaughan at Alendel's showroom. This is the designer resource for all things fabric. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the benefits of going custom with drapery. Of course, there are beautiful, readily available panels. The problem is they're not tailored to your space, and they're lacking often some of the extra perks that, just take that drapery panel from the lackluster to the luxury you see in magazines. The number one benefit is that you're able to do the backing that you want. So what you might not realize is when you do custom drapery, you buy the fabrics, you select your fabric, which is lovely, but then there is a lining that we use. This is for a couple of reasons. First of all, if you live in a condo or a townhouse development, it's usually mandated by management that you have to have white facing the street. And a lot of people forget this, and readily made panels come same pattern front and back. So this allows you to do that. It also protects the fabric because, especially the higher end you go with silks and natural materials, they're quite fragile in sunlight. It kind of eats away at them. So the lining protects the fabric and your investment. And then lastly, it provides thermal insulation and the light transfer that you want. So even if your fabric is a little bit more transparent, you can go ahead and add a blackout lining, which means completely blocks light from the outside to the inside. You can use this in bedrooms and areas where you want that capability at night, but you can have the same fabric and do more of a light transferring fabric in living rooms and dining rooms, a little bit softer fabric. And then one of our little designer secrets is actually there's a third layer. So you buy your fabric, you buy your lining, between these two is interlining. And you wonder why when you see custom drapery, it has this kind of heavy weight to it. It looks very luxurious. It's the interlining. So what we do is we put this between the two. It kind of bulks up the overall look and it has a great stiffness to it. So when you do custom, you're able to customize all of those elements, which is fantastic. Designers often trick people with our drapery panels. So you may have a small off-center window. So what we'll do is we'll actually do, for example, the panels the full width of the wall. Or if the window is off-center, we'll bank more fabric to one side to make it appear longer, appear more centered. And then to make rooms look taller, we'll do our panels all the way up and mount the rods close to the ceiling. This is a real designer trick that I see done incorrectly when people aren't kind of following these rules. If you put that rod at the top of your window, it kind of pulls the height down, makes it look smaller. And unfortunately, a lot of ready-made panels are only 98 inches, so it's quite limiting if you have 9.5 foot ceilings. So custom allows you to go all the way up. The last great detail is the hardware. So Alendel has a great collection now of these rods and finials. This is the rod and this is the finial. And this is akin to jewelry on a really beautiful dress. You're able now to pick the tone of metal, golds, bronzes, these kind of brushed stainless. This is kind of the go-to designer. It's very classic, this kind of ball style. But if you want more bling, you're doing this in a dining room or a more elegant space like the living room, you can do these crystal finials on the end. I mean, look at how much kind of pop that gives a space. So lots of benefits to going custom. Anything you can imagine is here, from sheer to panels to the lining, everything you want. Good luck.